is up, guys? It's BT back here again with another review. Today I have a battle between the Powerbeats 3 and the Jaybird X3s. Now they've been going at it for 3 generations now, from the X1s versus the Powerbeats 1s, from the Powerbeats 2 to the X2s to the X3s to the Powerbeats 3. And I've gotten to see these companies grow, and I've gotten to see how the evolution of these headphones have come about. And from whether it's materials, whether it's sound, whether it's new apps being added in, it's all very exciting for somebody like me who works out 6 days a week. And I need something that's going to be reliable, that's going to be good sounding, that can block out sound in the gym, that will help me get through those hard workouts without moving around in my ear, without getting in my way, having to reposition them. That's what I consider a win, is when you don't have to readjust that often, at least. So today in this comparison, I'm going to tell you guys which one of these headphones I think is the best after my testing for 2 weeks. Yes, I did not just listen to these for a day or two. I listened to these for 2 weeks, in and out of the gym, switching off one day from another, listening to them back to back, getting that good comparison for you guys, so I can without a doubt give my honest opinion, and I can give you guys what I know to be what I think is the best headphones. So without any further ado, let's get into this battle. So let's get into the comfort and design. Now, if you saw my Jaybird X3 hype video, Jaybird X2 revisited video, you will see that I called out Jaybird for having these huge plugs that go into your ear and they shimmy out. Now they stayed in place pretty well for me after I found the perfect fit, which is the X Fit, but I still found that they were hurting my ear. This little flap right here was just hurting really bad because they were so big and it would expand my ear, right? So I called them out for it, and they have come back and delivered. They shrunk down the size just enough where you don't feel like it's gonna be pressing against your ear and creating that pressure and hurting your ears after listening for a long period of time. They've also shaved off the back of the headphones, so there's not this huge plug going off the end of your headphones. They've also upgraded their wings. Now they are a little bit softer and they're a little bit more contoured to go into your ear and give you a better fit. And these are the most comfortable wings that they have come out with, from the X1s to the X2s and now the X3s. These X3s are really comfortable, and I've always gone with the silicone tips because the foam sport tips that they offer hurt my ears after a while. They rub. They're a really harsh material, so when they're in your ear, yes, they're gonna they're not gonna absorb that sweat, but what's gonna happen is they're gonna hurt your ear because it has that harsh foam. It's not a soft comply tip like you can order separately, which I like. But I've always gone with the silicone tips because they sound a lot better to me. I get better bass response with them. So all in all, I always go with the silicone. They're easy to take out when you're working out, and you don't have to replace them. So what they did was they took some of the size out of the earbud, which was the batteries, and put it into the remote. Now with the Freedoms, the remote was so heavy, and I think Jaybird has figured out how to make this thing lighter. I have not noticed this thing tugging out of my ear like the Freedoms did, so I think they lightened the size of the actual remote. Now let's talk about the Powerbeats. Aesthetically, they look the same. Aesthetically, they fit the same. Aesthetically, they come with the same tips and all. The materials though are slightly different though. The materials feel better. The cord feels a lot sturdier, so you're not gonna get the shorts in the wire from pulling. The remote feels a lot better on these. It's a lot more clicky. It's not rubber like the old ones were, and the old rubber ones on the Powerbeats 2s would peel off. I had a lot of rubbing off and peeling off after so much usage. It was a little disappointing knowing that I paid $200 for them. They come with these silicone tips, but they're not as thick as the Jaybird X3s, so you don't get that comfort as you would get with the X3s. They're a very thin material, so when they're in your ear, you can kind of feel the plastic from the actual headphone canal in your ear. And that's something that I feel like they could have worked on, at least put a little thicker of material on the actual silicone buds. So when they go in your ear, they're very comfortable. Easy fix. So the Jaybird X3s use the wings, whereas the Powerbeats 3s use the hooks. Now, depending on what your preference is, the hooks do keep the earbuds in your ear a lot better than the wings. Of course, the silicone is more of an in-ear type of deal, so when you are moving around, it is going to move around with you. Keep that in mind. So if you want some headphones that will just stay in place, not move, and you can just put them in your ear, set it and forget it, and go work out, the Powerbeats 3s are for you. If you want something where they're more comfortable in your ear, but they are going to move around a little bit, but it only takes a little pop back into your ear, if you're okay with that, go with the X3s. Now the Jaybird X3s have the X-Fit, whereas the Beats have this little round thing at the end to kind of shimmy up and down, where you can adjust the length of the cord on your neck. But this thing is terrible. It's terrible. I wish they would have updated this, because this little piece pops out. One side of the headphone cord will pop out guaranteed all the time. Without a doubt, they haven't fixed this, and that was one of my main gripes with the old one. It's pretty much useless. This cord's going to be on the back of your neck, period. So the Jaybird X3s come with multiple silicone tips, wings, and X-Fit and clips to help you get the right fit. They even give you foam tips, whereas the Powerbeats 3s really rely on the hooks to kind of keep them in place, and they don't give you many accessories that really work to your needs. So either way, it depends on what you feel like you like best. But for me, I'm gonna give this round to the Jaybird X3s, just because they have upped their quality in the comfort area. And I really appreciate that. The silicone in these are very, very comfortable. I can set these in for a workout and just forget them. I may have to push them in once or twice, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. So next up, let's move on to the sound. Now the sound in the Jaybird X3s is roughly the same as the X2s. It sounds a little bit better. Now these come very flat out of the box, and that is for a reason. Because they add the My Sound app, they want to have a flat signature so that you can adjust the signature to your liking. Imagine if these came really bass heavy and then you added more bass onto it, you would get distortion. So they really wanted to make a flat profile, which I think sounds great out of the box. You can add bass to these, you can add your own profiles, you can add mids, highs, depending on your song. And before, I called out the freedoms for having the My Sound app and kind of it being a hassle to go in between during sets, but these sound so good on the flat settings that you can just set these in. They have great soundstage where you don't really need to have the My Sound app anyways. These sound incredible out of the box, and you will not be disappointed. I'm a real sucker for soundstage, hearing that separation, hearing, you know, a guitar on this side and the drums on this side, and just feeling immersed in the music. And the Jaybird X3s really deliver on that aspect. Now the sound on the Powerbeats 3s are no slouch. I really enjoyed them. I actually got them first and I was like, uh-oh, Jaybird is in trouble, because these sound really good out of the box. But the thing is, they're not a very flat signature. They are made for fun. Beats is a fun brand. It's meant for you to go into the store, put them on, and you're like, wow, I want to take these home. Now the Powerbeats 3s sound great in all genres, I must say. I can't lie to you guys. They sound really great. As much as you guys probably want me to hate on Beats, they sound great. The vocals sound really good. Compared to the Powerbeats 2, they're very clear. They've cleaned up the sound signature. It's like Apple came in and just made everything so clear with the Powerbeats and with the Beats in general. Even the Solo 3s had the same improvement. Everything sounds very clear. The vocals sound very clear and fun. The bass is pronounced. It's not distorted at high volumes. It's nice. It's a good listening experience. You would not be disappointed by the Powerbeats 3s. I'm telling you. But while the Powerbeats 3s sound good, the Jaybird X3s sound great. That's the best way to put it. They sound great. The soundstage, from the bass to the flat signature to making it what you want with the My Sound app, you can't go wrong. It will bend to your needs, and it's a very smart and incredible design by Jaybird. So for the sound round, I'm giving it to the Jaybird X3s again. So next up, I just want to talk about the call quality really fast. The call quality is better on the Powerbeats 3 than the Jaybird. Jaybird has always kind of slacked in the call quality department, but it is a great improvement over the last iteration of these headphones. So either way, you will not be disappointed. The Jaybird X3s have a little less quality on the call quality side, but it's a give and take. So the call quality will go to the Powerbeats 3s. So next up, let's talk about the battery life. Now both have made great improvements to the battery life. Now the Jaybird X2 said they got 8 hours of battery life. 6 hours tops at max volume. And the Powerbeats were no better. They were about 6 hours as well. They were better. They lasted a little bit longer than the Jaybird X2s for me, but the Powerbeats 2s still suffered from the same weakness as the Jaybird X2s. So this time around, they both have increased their battery life, and they mean it. They mean business. Now, the Jaybird X3s come with 8 hours of solid battery. Solid battery. These things are beast, guys. Like, I went into the gym with 20% and I left the gym 2 hours later and they were still working. What in the world? And I was going up and down in volume, but mostly staying near the higher volumes because I want to block out sound. So kudos to Jaybird for getting that 8 hours solid and meaning it this time. I really appreciate that. Now comes Apple. Apple comes with the W1 chip, as you know, I love. Now this W1 chip comes with a lot of benefits, and one of them being the 12 hours of battery. And I can say that these things lasted 12 hours at full volume. They're not playing around either. I did not have to worry about them dying even when they were low battery. They just wanted to keep going. Both feature a quick charge feature. The Beats charge in 5 minutes, 1 hour, and the Jaybirds do 15-minute charge for an hour. So both are really good in that aspect, from the quick charge to getting the solid amount of hours. But just because the Beats have the W1 chip and the 12 hours, I have to give the battery life to the Beats just because. And that's not to say that the Jaybird X3s have bad battery life, it's just that 12 hours is incredible for this type of earbud. Now, one caveat to this is that you have to charge this Jaybird X3 headphone set with a dongle. Nobody likes dongles. It's one more thing to lose, to misplace, to have on you at all times when you need your headphones charged. So it's one more hassle that they have put into this headphone. I feel like they wanted to take out some of the added size that adding a USB port would entail. That little bitty piece could have been in the remote, causing it to be heavier, causing it to fall out of your ear more often. So I see why they did it, and I see the thought process behind it. So I'm glad in a sense, and I'm also kind of pissed off in a sense. So it's good and it's bad. I wish they could have found a way to compromise on that, but at the end of the day, it's okay. So if you're a person that is gonna forget or lose their charging dongle, then you know what, the Jaybird X3s obviously aren't for you. The connectivity on both of these is great. I got better range with the Powerbeats 3s than I did the Jaybird X3s, but they both were great in the gym. I could walk away from my phone. I could go pick up some weights on the other side of the dumbbell rack. So both are great workout headphones, just headphones in general. If you want some Bluetooth headphones, if you got the iPhone 7 and Apple took away our headphone jack and you need something for Bluetooth while you can charge your phone, then either one of these will be a great addition to your life. But there can only be one winner. And that winner for me is the Jaybird X3s. From the sound, to the My Sound app, to the comfort, to the fit, to the battery life, to the connectivity, it did some things good, but when it comes down to is comfort and staying in your ear and the design, and I really feel like Jaybird X3 has nailed it on all of these accounts. Now in some areas the Powerbeats did do better, but it was only incremental. At the end of the day, what the Jaybird X3s did better they did it way better. They added more features and you're getting it at $70 less. Jaybird was really smart. They know that the AirPods are coming out. They know that the Powerbeats 3s are coming out. They know that Bose is out. I've been using them every day at the gym since I decided that these were my winner, and I cannot be happier. I love them, love them, love them. I wear them at work, everywhere. They block out more sound than the Powerbeats 3s as well. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers that have been rocking with me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. And again, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask me down below. I have notifications on my phone, so it'll pop up and I'll see your question and I can respond to it just like I would a text message. So you guys got direct access to me 24/7. I'm here for you. Well, maybe not 24/7, more like, what, 18 hours out of the day? So 18 hours out of the day, you guys have me access. So it is what it is. Ask away. I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.